We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it. All hail Biafra. Anonulelian, Cheburulindana, Alphonsus Bush, Rican, Amulizuluke, Nesium, Nimaga,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I am Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am coming to you this late night after 6 days of not broadcasting, not speaking to you, but I kept my Facebook wall warming with updates. Wherever you're watching me from, I say welcome to this short program. This broadcast is going to be very, very short. This today broadcast, I am not going to answer calls because when you look at the time here in Biafra land, it's already 11:54 in the midnight. This struggle have taken a whole lot from us. This struggle have taken a whole lot of blood. This struggle have taken great men and women. This struggle have really dealt with those who are fighting with pure spirit. It's not been easy fighting all these years, seeing men falling left and right, seeing women falling left and right, seeing fellow comrades being abducted, being kidnapped. In some cases, some of them are not seen after being kidnapped again. We have sacrificed everything sacrificable in this struggle. When I say we, I am not talking about those who are only coming on Facebook to yap. When I say we, I'm not talking about those who hide under their wives' pants and bra to listen to Radio Biafra, listen to us, then come to Facebook and launch attack. I'm not talking about those who have been sent to go and distract them, cause problem, cause chaos, and say things that is not supposed to be said. I'm not referring to you. I am referring to gallant men and women of valor. I'm referring to those Biafran that have dedicated their lives, their everything in this struggle to make sure that Biafra is restored. I know what I'm saying. I have branches of things that I'm going to touch this night, and some of you may not like it, but I'm going to say it. Right now, as it is, I don't listen to what they say that favors them. I don't do that. Anything that those people that come online to yap, those people that come on Facebook to call people's name and say whatever they want to say, it doesn't move me for a very long time. And that is why if I say anything you don't like, if you don't like it, take it to your Facebook wall and say it the way you want. I cannot come after you. You may call me names, you may mention my names for whatever reason best known to you. I don't care. When I look back, I remember men that have fell while we are all in the front line, protesting, fighting for Biafra restoration. Those are the people that when I remember them, I console myself, I keep moving. If I have looked back and seen the number of men and women that I know in this struggle that have fought alongside with me that fell, but I'm still alive today, not because I am more intelligent, not because I'm more brave, not because I am doing something that they cannot do. No, but because Chukwu Abiyama said that I'm going to be alive to continue fighting this struggle. When I look and remember them, I say, God, if these people that are better than me, if these people that are more intelligent than me, if these people that are more gallant, more fearless than me can fail on the roadside while we are fighting all together, who am I that you still keep me alive? For that reason, I will continue fighting. For myself, I've considered myself a dead man a long time ago. And that is why I have decided for a long time, I took a personal decision to fight and make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released and Biafra is free. And I've said so many things that people may not understand. But with time, they will understand those things I've said. I welcome you to this program this night. I'm not going to spend much of your time. I just want to speak to Biafrans as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court tomorrow. When I'm done speaking to you, I'm not going to collect or receive any call. That is the reason why you must listen. Pay attention. Even in the Bible that the Christians read says that it's not all the people that call my name, Father, Father, shall enter the kingdom of God. There are so many people that are using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to cause a whole lot of confusion. There are so many people that are using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to cause a whole lot of havoc. There are so many people that are resting on the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they have an ulterior motive towards the struggle. I have not come to do saga with anybody. But if you are part and parcel of those people, use your tongue to count your teeth. Just use your tongue to count your teeth. We are not here because we want to be here. We are here because the Biafra struggle choose us to be here. Because so many people choose to join the struggle, decided to join the struggle along the line, they fell. They fell not that they died. They drop on the roadside, and other people continue. All of you that have missed me, I miss you all too. May Chukwu Kabiyama bless each and every one of you. May everything you touch turns to gold. I don't make noise. I've been in the front line of this struggle fighting since 2011 up to this moment, and I'm still here. I'm only fighting for my freedom. I'm not fighting against anybody. Therefore, if you don't want to be here to listen to this gospel, then you find your way out. Those of you who call the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, use it to deceive people. Use your tongue to count your teeth, because the days of reckoning is fast approaching. The days of reckoning is fast approaching, that so many of us in this struggle, we have to sit down and give account of everything that you have done. Imara nke mmele pata kwuo. Imara nke mwa bụ Chukwu bike mmele mazi ọkpalaeze ịpụta gị kwuo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. Man has fallen for his sake and for Biafra's sake. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have given everything that he has for the sake of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have lost his parents because of this movement. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have, should I say, lost everything so dear to him because of this struggle. I have also lost so many comrades in this struggle, those very dear to me, those I see as brothers and sisters on the course of this movement. And that is the reason why when you see me angry, when you see me shouting on top of my voice, when you see me screaming, when you see me agitating, you will not understand what I feel, because you are relaxing somewhere at your comfort zone. You will not feel what I'm feeling because you are not wearing the same shoes that I am putting on. Only those that wears the same shoe that I am putting on, the same size, they are the people that understands how I feel. And that is why I am not in a comfort zone. I will not indulge myself in some certain issues, because our land is under siege. I will not be talking about somebody. I will not be focused on things that doesn't matter most to me, while the life of my brothers and sisters are being wasted in Biafra land and nobody will be talking about it. It is better I talked about those that they are killing so that they will stop killing others, than talking about people who are relaxing at their comfort zone in so many countries of their choices, enjoying with their family, their children are going to school and everything. There are men, as I'm speaking to you right now, that are in the bushes of Biafra land. These men eat and dine with snakes, dangerous snakes, and dangerous animals. As you may know, that the Nigerian military have invaded Osumohu and Osufitokwa. You are aware, Hope Uzodinma have arrested so many Biafrans. These are the things that I am focused on talking about, bringing it to the notice of the world. The reason why I am saying this is because so many people have been inboxing me, asking me, Mazi, where have you been? Mazi, we have not been hearing from you. I miss you too. Akajo for Wise. So many of you said that you miss me. Okudili, Vixen, I miss you all too. But you guys will not understand the situation around me. You guys will not understand why I have not been broadcasting the way I do. As a matter of fact, some people will be happy. Hey, he's no longer broadcasting. Hey, he's weak. Hey, he have surrendered. Hey, that is what they will be saying in their mind. But I tell you guys something. I, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be the last man standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If every other follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stop following him, I will be the last man standing. If everybody fighting for Biafra restoration will hands up to say, I am done with Biafra, I will be the last man until Biafra is restored. Sometimes Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took off time and spent maybe sometimes 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes 1 month, sometimes 2 months. He took off time. That doesn't mean that he's no longer broadcasting, as he's no longer broadcasting, that he's not doing something. There are so many things you guys doesn't know. Why people are busy gossiping, why people are busy fighting each other, why people are busy doing some certain nonsense. I've been watching. I've been following up, watching every activities going on. I visit almost 95% of all their programs and everything they are saying. I am watching. While you are busy doing all those rubbish, there are people who are in the bushes fighting to defend Biafra land. Fighting to defend the land of the rising sun. Fighting to defend the land that over 5.2 million people were killed because they want to restore that land and defend that land. Your ideology and my ideology may not be the same, but there's one thing that may connect you and I, that is Biafra restoration. Freedom. The way you reason, the way you want to fight your own freedom, the way you speak to your followers might be different from the way I speak to my followers. It depends on the people we are talking to. So many things is happening. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still inside. People have given up in this struggle. So many people have hands up, say, I no do again. So many of them, thousands of them have said, I no do again, I no do, I don't tire. This Biafra is not coming fast, I no do again. I no do. So many people have done that. I don't want to mention names. But there are people that are going to say, until Biafra is restored, I will keep doing. I am one of them. It doesn't matter how you see me. It doesn't matter what you say about me. It doesn't matter the names you may call me. In as much as what I'm doing is under the confine of law, in as much as what I'm doing is enshrined in United Nations Charter, African Union Charter, the right for self-determination is there. Whatsoever the government of the government of the day, the oppressive government of the day calls us, it doesn't matter to me. I care not. Because all the freedom fighters were once called terrorists. Believe you me, I love you all too. Chris, Nwora, I love you guys. It shall be well with you all. The truth is this. I want to encourage each and every one of you to stand firm. I want to encourage each and every one of you to stand gallantly. In the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, DOS is the leadership. I've been saying it from beginning, and that is what it is. And I want to encourage each and every one of you, if any member of DOS does something you don't like, please call that person by name and stop generalizing every issue and tagging it DOS. That is very, very stupid of you. That is very, very foolish of you. Calling a whole members of DOS name because 3-letter word have abbreviated all the organization. Because of that, you are calling Maybe one person does something they don't like, you call everybody. It's a drug man. So many people have inboxed me asking me what is my take about the cancellation of sit at home and what have you. Since 5 days, people are still sitting at home. Like I said before, there are strategies that is needed to get Biafra restored, not noise making on Facebook. Those strategies, 95% of you doesn't know it. 95% of you doesn't know or have the iota of idea of that strategy. In a struggle, in a movement, negotiation is allowed. What are you fighting for? Your freedom. Who are you going to negotiate your freedom with? Those who are the oppressors. How does it come? How does it happen? When you give a stringent condition that is going to keep them by the corner, they will come from behind, they will come from inside, try to negotiate. Then you will loosen a little bit, then you balance, then you start. If what was agreed upon is not done, then you apply another method. This is how a struggle is done. I don't blame so many of you because you have not partake in this struggle for a very long time. We have been there. We have been there. Something that all of you do not understand is that a day is coming when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria government of the world will sit on a round table to discuss. A day is coming when both Masop, both Beam, all these people who are fighting for Biafra, everybody will sit on a round table. Even Wazurike, who is also fighting, who is fighting and losing up, fighting and losing up, is not. He have fought in the past. I cannot forget that Wazurike have fought in the past. I can't deny that fact. A day is coming when, if Biafra is coming tomorrow, believe you me, Wazurike will be remembered, even though he have fucked up in so many ways. He will be remembered because he was the man that ignited this movement when after Ojukwu. So I cannot lie about it. You may not like what I'm saying because your sense of reasoning and understanding is very, very shallow. That is why you may not understand me. Adako bless and I miss you too, my dear sister. I love all of you. The things I want to talk about this evening is just to discuss with you guys and give you insights of what you need to know. Then you help yourself. I may speak in riddle in so many ways. So those who have thinking faculty, enough ability to reason, will understand and decode what I'm saying. Yes, I repeat, if Biafra is restored to tomorrow, Wazirike will be remembered. I said it, and I'm saying it again. And that time, all these people that we are fighting, that we are not among IPOB, that are not following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be a roundtable discussion. It happened everywhere in the world. That is the truth. That is the truth that you don't know. So if there is anybody that is part and parcel of this movement, thinking that as you are fighting, if Biafra come tomorrow, you are going to be a local government chairman, or you are going to be a governor, or you are going to be, you are hallucinating. You are dreaming. In fact, you need once Biafra is restored, all of us that have served Biafra during this movement, during this critical time, we go back to our villages. Then Biafrans will choose those who will rule them. Biafrans will choose those who will build this nation. If you are qualified, if you are among the people that are fighting for this Biafra restoration and you are qualified, you will be choosing to serve Biafra, to work for Biafra. Stop thinking that those of them that you see at the helm of affair, moving this struggle forward, that when Biafra come tomorrow, they are going to govern us. No! Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it uncountable times. including myself. Meritocracy is going to be the order of the day when Biafra is restored. So when you are seeing yourself as a principal officer or as a media department in the media department, or as a coordinator, or serving Biafra in any capacity, and you are feeling, hey, if Biafra come tomorrow, because I have been a coordinator, or I have been a financier, whatever. For that, I'm going to be choosing to do this or to do that. No, you will be remembered as the freedom fighter that fought for, as part of the people that fight for Biafra, and Biafra is restored. Your name will be written with gold. Generation and generation and generation will talk about you. History will not forget you. There is no glory that is more than this. But you putting in your mind that this, let me tell you, all the members of DOS, if Biafra come tomorrow, they are the people who are leading us in the front line, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the enemy. Yes, but if Biafra come tomorrow, don't believe that it is all the people in the DOS that maybe that all of them are going to have positions. This one will be governor from his state. This one will be minister. No. Their job ends immediately Biafra is restored. I'm letting you to know this. They are serving us. And in return, we are also working together with them to get Biafra. Only DOS cannot get us Biafra. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot get us Biafra. Only me and you that is broadcasting every day and night cannot get us Biafra. Without the people the men on the ground, in the bushes, the volunteers, without the media, without the financiers. Listen, the media, the volunteers on the ground, the financiers, and the leadership. Biafra, no, there's no how we can get Biafra. We are working together. Those in the media are doing great job. Those in the volunteer department who are fighting and rooting out our enemies in the bushes are doing great job. Those that are bringing out their hard-earned money to support this movement are doing great job. Then the leadership are doing great job. This is division of labor. Therefore, if there is a strategy that have been put on the ground to say we are going to boycott election, we're going to sit at home, and I have, carried it extensively. I have spoken about it so much until the 9 minutes it was cancelled. I cannot query them. Why did you cancel it? I cannot. As long as that cancellation is coming from the man that is in the right position, as long as the cancellation order is coming from the man that is in the hand of the enemy, as long as the cancellation is coming from the man that is leading us, the man who knows road, who am I to ask questions? So many of you wanted me to come and broadcast to talk about the cancellation of election. I kept quiet. I was watching and see how feeble-minded so many of you are. So many of you are feeble-minded. You don't reason deeply. You only see things that happen around you today. You don't see beyond your shadow. Sometimes you need to look beyond your shadow to see things that others cannot see. If you're looking at your shadow, when you're moving, it's moving with you. Sometimes ask yourself, why is it that your shadow is moving with you? Ask yourself. It's because there's a reflection of light that you are backing. Then the picture of you is the shadow you are seeing. That reflection of light, if it goes off, you will not see your shadow again. Go into a dark place and tell me if you can see your shadow. If you go into a room, lock yourself and put off light, you cannot see your shadow. You can never. That is the reason why so many of you do not understand how this struggle is structured. In case you don't know, if there is a word called pioneer, I am one of the pioneers of this struggle. because I started with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the scratch. I started with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the scratch. I have paid my dues in this struggle, and I'm still paying my dues. I joined this struggle when Radio Biafra London, the first Radio Biafra London Facebook page, was having 449 people. I am the 450th person there. I started working as and being there since 2011. Up to this moment, I'm still here. Now that it seems like Biafra is coming tomorrow, things is working, so many people have jumped out. And when you watch these people that are causing much problem in this struggle, they are the people that joined this struggle last 2 years, even this year, because they don't know how the struggle was structured. In the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Directorate of State is the leader. In case you don't know, I am reminding you. So when they give order, I want you to sit down and ask yourself, why is this order coming this way? You are outside. You cannot be outside and see what is happening in the inside. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the inside. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is with the enemies. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we stop, we stop. When he say we move, we should move. And we all know that he's a man to be trusted. He cannot betray us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unbribable. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will take bribe and leave this struggle, it is not now. You joined the struggle last year, you want to get Biafra. No. What have you given to the struggle? What have you contributed to the struggle? You think he's only come to Facebook and talk about Biafra. That listen, as the movement is going, people are falling and the new people are joining, in case you don't know. That is why when I tell some people, anybody who doesn't know, who was not in a place where somebody is buried, cannot, if you want to zoom that corpse, you are going to start from the wrong side, because you are not there when the person was buried. If you are there, you will know where the head and where the leg is located. That is why it got me thinking when I reason and listen and see some people thinking that somebody can thwart the structure of IPOB. Some people are believing that somebody or a group of people can actually break the structure of IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, known as DOS. It gives me problem. It gives me serious problem, because when I'm thinking, I say, who are these people? Why are they reasoning like this? But sometimes when I do my plus and minus, I find out that it is called inferiority complex. Inferiority complex. That is what it is called. I'm not shaking that anybody can take away the leadership of this movement from DOS. I'm not shaking. I doesn't think about it. I doesn't even reason it. That is why when I see you insulting DOS on my platform, I block you. That is me. I kick you off immediately. I want, if I have only but 200 followers or listeners, let it be those that believe in what I believe. If you don't believe in what I believe, I have no business with you. By the way, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started, so many of you that are calling him great man today, warrior today, we are once calling him thief, 419, armed robber, hungry man. So many of you. Yes, you that is watching this program, I'm talking to you. You that is watching me right now, I'm talking to you. So many of you have called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bad names in the past. But today you are clapping. We love you, we follow you. But you once called him names. You once insulted him. You once never believed in him. You once thought he was there to make money and trash the movement. Not until he went to this prison and came back and continued from where he stopped, then you begin to believe him. In case you don't know, I want you to know that 75% of people who are challenging the orders of DOS are Biafrans that joined this struggle last year or last 2 years. Those that are deeply rooted in this struggle, deeply rooted, they knows what to do. As I'm talking to you right now, if any member of DOS mess up with me, any member of DOS mess up with me, you will never hear me DOS mess up with me. I will mention that person by the name and tell the world what the person have done. That is me. And it is called common sense. Common sense is not common. But you will see somebody who will be offended by what a member of DOS have written on their Facebook wall or what they have said. You come after them. You call the whole DOS name. Listen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is going to court tomorrow, taught us a whole lot. But let me remind you of one thing that you need to remember. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, in a struggle like this, you don't expect everything to be excellent. You don't expect everything to be okay. You don't expect everything to be the way you want it. That is why it is called struggle. We are struggling to get our freedom. It is ups and downs. That is what balances it. That is why he said, sometimes when there is no trouble, he creates one so that he will know those that are with him. If everybody is, oh yes, member, oh yes, member, oh yes, member, then we are not progressing. Then we are not progressing. For the fact that we are fighting, sometimes you see us fighting each other, quarreling against each other. That is because it is a struggle. That is because we are progressing. Because in a family, the father and the mother do fight, quarrel. Children quarrel themselves. Family members quarrel themselves. Even reverend fathers, they quarrel themselves. In case you don't know, reverend sisters quarrel. Bishops quarrel. Archbishops, them quarrel. The people that carry church in there, even imam, them, they quarrel. Even in the heaven, there was war in heaven. According to the Bible story, there was war among the angels. There was war among Lucifer and those that are with God. So why are you worried that there's problem in the struggle? Why are you worried that you are seeing ups and downs? Why are you worried that you see some people will jump out and draft a memo and put it out there? Why are you worried? What you should be doing is when you see such thing, you ask God for wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, how to follow it and God get it solved. If there will be problem, misunderstanding in heaven, Haba, what are we talking about here? If there will be problem, wahala in heaven, and the Bible said, and there was war in heaven, angels were fighting against fellow angels. Lucifer was one of the best angels that was very close to God. Very, very close. And if Lucifer can turn against the master and begin to fight God, in this struggle, who are you to think that someone that you trusted or someone that you never believed would do something will stand up and start doing it? Who? Anybody in this struggle that is still thinking that freedom fighting is Akamu and Akara, please go back and sleep. You are not part and parcel of this struggle. Anybody who is thinking that freedom fighting is Nkwobi, Oba and Oboroko, please leave the struggle immediately. Anybody who is thinking that it is drinking of tea and milk and with bread, please leave the struggle immediately. The struggle is not meant for you. It's not meant for you. It is the survival of the fittest. It is the survival of the fittest. Only the strong can survive it. Only the strong. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was newly kidnapped, so many people were crying on Facebook, shouting, crying. But as time goes on, they begin to understand that it is the fulfillment of the promise of God to give us Biafra that makes every plan that led to his kidnap to come to pass. Because I want to quote the Bible right now because I was a Christian, but now I'm a traditionalist. In the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 28 says, all things work together for good to them that loves God. Ecclesiastic chapter 3 verse 1 to 15 says, there is time for everything, time for war and time for peace, time to die and time to give birth, time for good and time for bad, time to sleep and time to be awake, time to speak and time to refrain from speaking. Oh my goodness me, where are your beliefs? Where are your understanding? Oh, you guys that are thinking why this one is fighting this one. There must be fight. That is why it is a struggle. There must be misunderstanding. There must be misunderstanding, because if there's no misunderstanding, there will be no understanding. If there will be no war, there will be no peace. So many of you are saying, hey, this struggle, this and that. So many threats of life is going on and here and there. But for me, I'm not afraid of anyone who is threatening my life. I'm not worried about you. You are not disturbing me. Because I know that at the end of the day, after your threat, after you see me, after everything, you will still go and drink water. After everything you say against me in my back, after you are insult, after you see me, after everything at all, you will still go back and eat food that is cooked with water. I am a child from water. It's in the middle of your Abon 1 million. I used to say it always. Abon 1 million. And I come with your child. My hand is clean. That is why whosoever that is chasing after me will fall. Whoever I'm chasing will fall. If I chase you, you fall. If you chase me, you fall. Or the dabun kegi. People are coming from left, right, and center. People that just joined the struggle yesterday. Just like now, things is turning around. The Biafra struggle is about to get ahead. Let me join them. Maybe tomorrow I will be given a position of a minister or a senator. Shut up and go and sit down somewhere. You don't belong in this struggle. If the reason why you are joining this struggle is because of what you are going to profit when Biafra come as a post, go and sit down, because in Biafra, everybody is going to be a servant. In Biafra, all of us are going to be servants. Once you are holding any post in Biafra land, you are serving the people of Biafra, not like Nigeria. Not like Nigeria, where positions, where people at the helm of affairs are seen as Lord. They are seen as more God. Everybody want to worship them, bow them before them, because they know that when you bow them before them, you will get something. In Biafra, it's not like that. When I speak, Oliver also no said Oliver Cook no Amarago and the mother Kahanyowa. Niana Yochineke Bukonya in Dogonogo. If you know that if you know the area you are partaking from this, my advice this night, take it. But I want you to know that there is going to be misunderstanding in the struggle. If you expect everybody 100% to follow DOS, that means you don't understand what you are doing. There's no how 100% of Biafrans will follow DOS, because there are people who are Biafrans by birth. They are Biafran by birth, but they are not IPOB member. They're different from IPOB oath members and the Biafrans. That is the problem most of you are having. All the people you see bringing the attack and doing some certain things are they are Biafrans, but not IPOB oath members. Those who are fighting in the front line in this struggle. I have seen 99, when the 100 not be anything to me again. I don't follow crowd. And that is why so many of you do not understand me, because I don't follow crowd. I have a conscience, and I'm a man of my word. If I say I stand on this telephone, that is where I stand. You can't move me. Some of you do not know that sometimes I disagree with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Sometimes I will tell him, when you do this one, I don't agree on this one. No. He is a human being. He is not God, but he is our savior. He is a man that is leading us from the front line. So at the end of the day, I will air my opinion, and he is the man that loves it when you convince him with fact and figures. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not autocratic. No. He is not autocratic. He's not an autocratic human being. No. He allows you to air your own opinion. And if your opinion is more superior than his own, he surrenders. That is why I love that man so much. If you are debating with Mazi now, and your own opinion, your own view of point is more superior than his own, he will say, I go with you. Some of you do not know that it is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that gave us the name IPOB. You guys doesn't know. He doesn't know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started with Radio Biafra. He started this movement with Radio Biafra. It is under Radio Biafra that everybody we are listening, everybody we are anchoring, everybody we are following up under Radio Biafra. Until the men that matters begin to join the struggle. At a time, somebody brought the idea, let us, have this name IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, and it entered. That is why you are hearing IPOB today. There are so many things that doesn't need to be said online, because even the enemies are listening. But it makes me feel so much ashamed of myself watching people trying to force information that is not meant for public to come to the public. When somebody we ask there are some words that somebody may like to give out to the people, to the general populace, that needs common sense for you to decode it. You will not decode it. You cannot. All you want is for somebody to come and call it them verbatim. If it is Nokia, you say Nokia. If it is Samsung, you say Samsung. That we are whiter than white and whiter than snow doesn't mean that we shouldn't use discretion in some important information that needed our common sense. So many of you that I'm talking to right now know 100% that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it in the open. Whosoever that knows how to lead us in this struggle better than him himself, that can do it more than he is doing, please come forth. Be in the front line, I will follow you. He went as far as saying, even if it is a pussycat that put on Biafra clothes and is doing it better than him, that is going to follow that pussycat. But I have checked in Yuchagum, I have checked from the east, from the west, from the north, and from the south. I have looked around. I have never seen anyone who is 1 inch closer to whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Talk of more matching him half. How much more taking over from him? That is why I am worried when I see people, crowd crying, shouting, hey, they want to take over the DOS, they want to take over the leadership. You want to take over what you don't know how the foundation was laid? Can somebody tell me something? Now let me give you example, physical example of what so many of you are not thinking. I have never been to Moscow before. I've never been to Russia before. I'm giving you a physical example now to break it down to a layman language where you can understand some things that you need to understand and reason properly. because so many people have inboxed me saying, we are missing you, come and talk to us, we need to hear your voice. It doesn't mean that I talk more than every other person, no. But in my own little understanding and knowledge that God gave to me, I am impacting something positive in the heart of those that have common sense that listen. I have never been to Moscow, I've never been to Russia. I only read in the book that Moscow usually is always very cold. I only read in book all the things happening in Moscow, but I've not been there. But I am believing it without having seen it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you ask me to write about the weather condition of Moscow, I will write based on what other people have written. If you ask me to lecture people about Moscow, I will say based on what other people have said. But when somebody who have lived in Moscow, when somebody who have felt the cold in Moscow come out to give analysis about Moscow, believe you me, I will not see their back, because they will give details. That is exactly how this movement looks like. You cannot be far away and see what is inside. You have to come inside to be able to see what is inside. I remember a certain man that challenged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was visiting countries, from country to country. The man challenged him. He said he was a journalist. He was asking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a question. And he asked one stupid question. The most stupid, I don't know if there's a word called stupidest. I don't think there is. English is not our language. Don't laugh. Stop laughing. But I know there's a word, the worst, stupid, foolish question that someone can ever ask. The man asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, I can never forget that question. He said to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, yes, and their servant. The man said, if Biafra is restored tomorrow, what is going to be your position? Are you sure you are not fighting to be the leader of IPOB, of Biafra, so where Biafra come? And Mazi told him, my business with Biafra ends immediately Biafra is restored. I want to be remembered honorably as the man that fought and Biafra is restored, not a leader. The man jaw dropped down. He said, you mean when Biafra come, you are not going to be the president of Biafra? That is not what you are fighting for. That was the most stupid question. You have not gotten a ground and you are talking about, you have not gotten a ground and you are dragging a mat. You have not gotten a mat. You have not gotten a ground. You are dragging a mat. When he got that is why the question was so stupid. And this is the heart. From this question, I see that this man are those people who have this heart antagonist. He is not happy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is recognized. What I'm saying is what happened 6 years ago, not even 2 years, not even 3 years, not even 4 years, 6 years ago. 6 years ago was when this question was asked to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 6 years. Very stupid question. And I remember Mazi gave him that proverb. Now the Masota Channel, we have to get Biafra. Biafrans will decide who will rule them, who will be. So, for your mind, all these members of DOS you are seeing today, when Biafra come, everybody will go back to their own next. Then Biafran people will decide on what they will do with it. Their job ends when Biafra is restored. It is not coming from me. In case you have not listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saying it, I am reminding you of what Mazi have said about this movement. Even himself, he said he is going to relax. He is not going to rule Biafra. He is going to build a house. Biafra will build a house for him by the riverside, where he will be watching the nature, looking at the seas. The reason why people are fighting, killing themselves. Do you know, even the man and Akunsin at this struggle, And this struggle, fighting to get position. In this struggle, what position have I occupied? What position? I didn't occupy any position. I was only appointed to be the first, what do you call it, auditor in this struggle. I was only appointed to do that. I did it to the best of my knowledge, and it was given to someone else. I have never been a coordinator. I have never, and I'm not interested, even though I have the quality to coordinate. Because when I was in Senegal, go and ask questions. Ask all the people in Senegal. Some of them are watching this program live right now, see they hot. People think that I am the national coordinator of Biafra IPOB in Senegal when I was there. People think that it is me, Mazi Nnamdi, that is the coordinator there, but I wasn't the coordinator. The coordinator there, the national coordinator there was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Goes. In every meeting, sitting, if I don't come to the meeting, people will miss me because I come to educate, to encourage, to speak to them. And Mazi was sending me message to them. Message was coming to them through me because I have been his PA for a very long time. And that is why I will stand with him. Somebody said that she is now in a, I think it's he, I don't know if it's a man, Akajiofo Wise, is now in Senegal. Ask the people in Senegal. When I was in Senegal, ask them, they would tell you. I'm not boasting about it. I wasn't the coordinator, but people think I'm the coordinator. What I'm trying to say is, let your heart stop bothering you. Fight for Biafra, for your children and your children's children. Fight for Biafra that you may live. Stop fighting for Biafra that you may get position when Biafra come. That is the problem so many of you have. And that is why so many of you can do anything, go extra mile to do so many things just to grab the position that you are looking for. I'm not interested in position. And all these idiots that are coming to Facebook that doesn't know anything, they don't know the structure, they don't know the do and don't, they don't know how things is working in the struggle. They come to Facebook, they join the struggle 3 months or 2 months or 4 months ago, they come, they hear chambum, they follow. Onye potaku Mazi Nnamdi Kanu followers, you say, this person is now my leader. Shut up, shut the fuck up. This struggle have only but one leader. This movement have but only one leader, not 1.5, not 1.5, not 1 1/4, only one leader. And that leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no other person. Chike Doziem is not the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Chike Doziem is the head of directorate, DOS, head of directorate of state. That is who he is. He is not the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Therefore, any other person that you say, this is my leader, let it be your leader. But do not bring that your leader issue to confuse people or to cause confusion where the children of God that believes in the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are. Take it to wherever you want to take it to. Listen, I have grown old in this struggle. Akata goma aron and jema. Makachineke kanna wagi. I have grown old in this struggle. I know what to say and what not to say. I know when to shout and when not to shout. I know when to talk wildly and when not to talk wildly. I know the structure. I know the foundation, when it started, how it started. If you want, I give you the list of those that have joined and run away. I'll give you the list of those that have done so many things in this struggle. Recorded, not written, recorded. So if you are doing your own Biafra because you want to make money or because you want position or because you want to be noticed, get away, go and sit down somewhere, because this movement, people have died. The first set of people that died in this movement were killed at Headbridge. This leadership under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people that went on evangelism, were you among us then? Were you among us then? No. Did you know about it? You don't know about it. I don't blame you when some of you come out and begin to talk rubbish on Facebook. I don't blame you. If I ask you now to give history of this leadership under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so many of you, 95% of you may not even be able to give it to give a clear account. The first set of people that died were at Headbridge. They were on evangelism. The army, 82 division, they came and opened fire and killed almost 30 something. People were shot, and about 20 something of them died. That was the blood of our people that was shed. The first place that it was shed was in Biafra, in Anambra State. He died because because it's not your brother. You are not there. You don't know what happened. So a house that you doesn't know how it was constructed. When you enter that house for the first time, they give you key. You wouldn't know which one. You'll be trying all the keys. If somebody bring you into a house without leading you, showing you, this is the key to this kitchen, this is the key to this bedroom, this is the key to this sitting room, this is the key to this balcony, it's going to take you years to monitor every environment. But if the owner of the house lets you say, okay, this key is for here, this key is for here, this key is for here, you don't know where the key of the structure of this movement is. You don't know because you are not there when the foundation was laid. You are not there when it was constructed. You are not there when the key was locked. You were not there. So why are you people afraid of people who doesn't even have access to the place where the key of this movement is kept? I don't want to indulge myself in these shenanigans that I see so many times. People say, come out and talk, come out and talk. Come out and talk what? Come and defend DOS. DOS is to defend me. And that is what Mazi Chikedosim have done this night. You don't know? Okay, you think I am the one that's supposed to defend DOS? No, they should defend me. They are there to defend Biafrans. That is why when they give order, that order is not easy to be retreat back. You don't know? They gave order for 5 days, sit at home. People have been sitting at home for the past 5 days. Go to Biafra land and ask questions. Ask questions, they will tell you. People have been sitting, even though that they have lifted it. People are still sitting. That is to tell you, this is the only organ, the people that have the key to speak and give instruction. And that instruction will be obeyed. Apart from them, no other person, no other person. When you build a house and you are traveling, you have a key that you give to your wife or your child or your friend or anybody. Please, if anybody comes, open door for them. That person that you give that key is the one that knows in and out of that house, because the owner of the house have given him the key. So if somebody jump from somewhere and come say, now I'm the I can take charge of this house, watch that person. One day that person will enter into a room, maybe where crocodile is kept, or tabu. Maybe a crocodile in a maron, a crocodile no there. Maybe the person with a pet like a snake, you don't know. You go there, you snake at to. That is why when you see a chicken that is brought new to a house in Igbo land, it will stand with one leg. But all of you came into IPOB yesterday. Oh, you but I just kept quiet, because the most important thing to me is the life of those my brothers and sisters that are being kidnapped, and that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why I don't want to begin to leave the main issue, because I am already on the hot zone. So all of you that are in your comfort zone can continue saying anything you want to say, can continue, fighting whoever you want to fight. It doesn't concern me. What concerns me is As long as I'm also in a hot zone, I have to talk about what is happening that may affect me tomorrow, directly or indirectly. Just this evening, I came across the picture of Ikonso, my brother from another mother, and I posted it. Why I posted that picture, my heart was bleeding, knowing fully well that this guy died for the sake of Biafra restoration. So how can I leave such person who have died for Biafra to be restored? How can I forget? Because there are other men that have died alongside with Ikonso. They did not die because for us to be coming to Facebook shouting and talking nonsense. They died because they want us to continue fighting. Biafra is restored. DOS have every right to protect me and you. That is why they give order, and Biafrans listen. And today they have given order to hopeless souls of them to release all the Biafrans they are having. That is how it is. So if you decide on your own, to fight anybody that you are thinking or reasoning or believing that is trying to shake the structure of DOS, or they want to take over from DOS, then man, you can see check your brain, because as long as I know, nobody can shake the foundation of DOS, and nobody can take their leadership from them. Nobody. They never born you. They never born you. So when I see people say, come, they're inboxing me, come out and talk about DOS, come and protect them, come and protect who's supposed to protect me or what? People who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have given key to lead us, and to when there's danger in our land, they should come out and speak. They should come out and defend us, not the other way around. Not the other way around. Why are you panicking? Why are you shaking? Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid that somebody want to take over leadership from DOS? How can that happen? To the likeness of me, I can't believe that such a thing can exist, can happen on this planet Earth. How? How? Do you think that DOS is one man or two man or three person or four person? No. This is a group of intellectuals. That is why any one of them that stand on my toes, I will talk to that person directly. I will face that person. I will take the person out of DOS channel. I'll finish that person. That is me. You don't begin to shake. They want to take over. It's enough. I've had enough of this rubbish making noise. Hey, you want to take over? Take over? How can you take over? What are you taking over from? What? How? Do you think that Biafrans are stupid? Do you think that Biafrans are stupid? They know who they are following. Who they are following is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left the key of this movement in their hands is DOS. Have you seen the reason why I am not joining anybody, fighting anybody because of DOS? Have you seen the reason? I said one day I'm going to do a program to explain to you the reason why I cannot join any force to fight anybody that you are thinking that is fighting DOS. I can't. I can't do that because I know that DOS is able and capable of leading us. So why am I going to fight somebody that you are in my own imagination, or you are not in my imagination, because I can't imagine that in your own imagination that they are fighting to take over. Take over how? Radio Biafra is intact. The password, everything is in the hand of the media head. DOS, the structure, the legal department, and everything is intact. How can someone take over? That is the question I'm asking. When there was a memo written from American women, I came on this platform, I condemned the memo. I said, I am going to condemn this memo, and I condemn it that day, I condemn it yesterday, I'm condemning it today, and I'll condemn it tomorrow and forever, because I don't take rubbish. So some of you that are saying, they have paid him, that is why he's not fighting to defend DOS. Shut up. It is DOS that should defend me. DOS should defend you. Our sister Idara Gold has been kidnapped. They arrested her. DOS should do everything they need to do to bring her out, not the other way around, because I know that they are able to do it. That is why I don't need to fear about any. I don't need to have any fear of any man or woman that I assume or I begin to imagine or hallucinating or I'm looking for the right word that can take over, that can hijack. What are they hijacking? How many thousand people that have died in this struggle, and somebody will come from somewhere and you will believe that somebody want to take over. It's a drug man. It's a drug man. You know well. You know well. They want to hijack. They want to take over from you. Who? How? One day, you could bugari chok di go rapia. One for gijayeme. If you kuku. You could be on a bugari di go bugari chayo rapia. What DOS is seeing within these 5 months of the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu absence is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been seeing for the past 9 years. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been standing on it with wisdom. Amamife. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sitting on all these situations you see. Some of you love him because he's brave. Some of you love him because he's handsome. Some of you love him because he's intelligent. Me, I love him because he takes critical action at the critical time. There are some action that need to be taken at a particular time. And when that time comes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu takes the action accurately. He's not doing it on his own. It is Chukwu Okike Abiama that have placed him and give him that level of wisdom and understanding to take the right action at the right time. So what you are seeing now is that DOS are facing, and you are shaking like we're not done. Hey, they want to take over from DOS. Hey, let us go and fight them. You cannot do it. Yeah. Oh my God! I look at all these people. I say, anyways, DOS, members of DOS, I know you are watching. I have the belief and trust that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that handed over the key and structure of this movement to you guys knew that you can do it. So that is why I cannot join anybody to fight anybody that people are saying want to take over from you, because I know it is not undoable. It is not doable. It is not doable. It's not. Let the person try. You give order. Monday sit at home. Listen, let me tell you this, DOS, I know you're listening. You gave order. Monday sit at home, which came from our leader. Upon the pronunciation of that order, heaven and earth bow. The stones came up to respect it. The wind was calm. Animals listened. When that same order was lifted, because it has come out, don't forget, I want to match it with the word of God that says that instead of the word of God that will come out of my mouth will not come to fruition, heaven and earth will perish. It's because that authority, it's because that belief, it's because that mantle of leadership that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave to DOS is still active, very much active. That is why when you cancel it, people are still sitting at home, because they love the man that handed the mantle to you. So wasting your energy fighting somebody, calling somebody's name, doing all manner of things, all in the name you are protecting DOS. I don't dance because I want to make money. I dance because I want to enjoy myself. You are protecting DOS. Who are you to protect your time? Shut up your mouth. You are not protecting the DOS. You are showing yourself. You want to be recognized. DOS is more spiritual and powerful than you can imagine. Upon the structure that was laid on the ground by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are more powerful, well structured. That is why I know they shake. That is why when somebody call me and say, "Why are you not fighting for DOS?" I say, "Shut up. Fight for what? Fight for something that is more powerful than me. The structure that is more powerful than me is what I'm going to fight for. Or is that structure that's supposed to fight for me?" When Mazi Nnamdi announced 5 days sit at home if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not released, what happened? Go and make call to your villages. People are still sitting at home. It's going to expire after tomorrow, being tent, and their activities will keep going on. That is because they still have the key. So all of you that are jumping up and down, attacking me, sending me inbox message, come and talk about them, come and talk about one day, I don't see. And some of them say, "What is your stand with DOS? They create Alonapogi." So maybe what is my standing with DOS? Is it because I'm not part of, is it because I'm not one of them? Because I'm not in the DOS, right? DOS based on what you have achieved, what you have done in the struggle. I will be a member of DOS for your information. If this is this struggle, if it is by merit that because based on what you have done, what you have achieved, what you have brought to the table for the struggle, one day I will be a member. But it is not that way. It doesn't. It's not done that way. I'm not a principal of. I'm not a coordinator. I doesn't coordinate anybody. So why are you guys shaking? The reason why I'm speaking to you this way this night is because I want so many of you. I want to use this media. I'm not going to answer any call. It is late here. This is 1:07 in Biafra land. I want to use this media to educate all of you that are jumping up and down to go and sit down and begin to talk about the killing of our people in Biafra land. Talk about the destruction of our land. Talk about destruction of our properties. Talk about kidnapping of our brothers. Talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Talk about 4,000 subtraction Biafrans that are in the prison. Stop talking about you are defending the DOS. DOS is more powerful than your defense. Your defense is only what will I call it? I know that after this program they are going to cut it and use it and do their own program. It's okay, do it. I don't care. If I watch it, I pass. If you see me come and talk about you one day, man on law, man on law, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is known worldwide. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is recognized worldwide. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is loved worldwide. What I will do is whosoever that I see going against the structure, laid by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under the eagle eyes of DOS, I will call you, say, hey, this is the wrong way. I have done it. I have done it to Simon Ekpa. Not one, not two, not three, not 4 times. He may be watching and he will confirm that I've done it. And how did I do it? I did it in the secret. I did not come out to begin to castigate him. No. When I did it in the secret, first, second, and he make the same mistake, I come out in the open and addressed him. And since that time, go and watch Simon Ekpa. The reason why I love that guy is he listens when you talk to him with respect, not when you come out and insult him and make a program with his name, calling him name. That doesn't make you a great Biafran. That doesn't make you that doesn't mean that you have sense. No. All of you can gang up against me. You can gang up against me for all I care. But this truth that I am speaking to you this night, I will continue saying this truth until Biafra is restored. When he said it autopilot, I challenged him. I said nothing like autopilot. The struggle is not autopiloted. Never. Somebody is the captain. Somebody is the pilot that is piloting this movement. That person is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and there are people that he have handed over the compass of the struggle. The compass. Because without compass, a aeroplane cannot move. Without compass, the ship cannot move. In case you don't know. Not the key, but the compass. The plane because they have lost their track on the compass. Compass is like a route you are supposed to follow. In case you don't know. I told him, I came against it. I said, don't go, stop it. And people say autopilot. People begin to interject, begin to say something after a while. The issue of autopilot died, the natural death. That is how I fight. Any fight I embark on, I go straight to the head of that war. I bring it down. That is how I fight. From the head, I'll bring it down. But before I go to the head, I'll cut the taproot first. When someone brought the idea of second Tuesday and Friday sit at home, I told him it will not work. I said it will not work. You don't give order or counter order after IPOB have given. The program is there. You can go and watch. And people came out. They say, hey, you are attacking Simon Ekpa. I did not attack him. I love Simon Ekpa. He's my brother. I love him so much. I love Ekpa. In case you don't know, if you like, you can go and drink poison and die. Me, I love Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa have never offended me in any way. But I told him, I corrected him so many times, telling him that it is only DOS that will give instruction. If they give instruction, you back them up. Stop doing if DOS give, you give. Stop testing. It looks as if you are flexing your muscle with them. This is how I do my own thing. And all this discussion was in the private. I told him. So if you like, you can take it to wherever you want to take it. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. I swear with God in heaven, I swear with my life, I have never shaken for 1 second that anybody can take over the leadership of IPOB. What they can do is to convince some people who joined the struggle yesterday like them, who doesn't know the structure like them, but not people that are deeply rooted like us. Who knows when Mazi started, when nobody was listening to him, when if you talk about the Radio Biafra, people will spit on you. When if you talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people will throw you stone. When you talk about freedom of Biafra, IPOB, people will say, get out of this place, jobless people. They call us miscreant, they call us jobless, they call us so many things. But today, all those people that call us those names are with us. We are with him since then up to now. We are with him. We are with him up to this moment. Up to this moment. So when you look at the situation of things, you will understand. You will understand that me as a person, I don't give a talks about those people who doesn't know what is happening. Most of the people who are talking rubbish against the people that are saying truth in this struggle, check them. Go to the Facebook wall and check them. If you spot any one of them, please just go and check that person. They are not posting one single thing about IPOB, not even a one. But they are Biafrans, and you cannot deny them their right of being Biafrans. You cannot deny them. You can never deny them. They are Biafrans. Yes, of course. But they are not IPOB by oath. So, when you see such people talking, when you see such people writing, you will see it in their handwriting. So, if you say it is attack, let the attack attack you. If you see it as an advice and word of wisdom, then learn from it. What I'm saying this night is this. Let today be the first and last anybody will inbox me and tell me go and defend DOS. Don't inbox me again. If you watch this program, please share it. Don't inbox me to tell me to go and defend DOS. DOS is the one that's supposed to be defending all of us. So anybody who is trying his power against DOS is at his own peril. Because at the end of the day, Biafrans knows who they are following. Biafrans know who are having the mantle of leadership. So why worried? Ana abasaga na nwere isi na oda agbarasaga esieba adima abasaga. I have contributed immensely in so many ways in this struggle, posting about it. Mazi know, and most of those people in the DOS know. When was DOS formed? I was in the struggle before DOS was formed. I was in the struggle before DOS was formed, for your information, in case you don't know. I was there. Before it was formed, I was there. I was there before it was formed. That is to tell you that I know the foundation. If you want, I tell you how many people that started this DOS. I will mention names. So what I'm trying to say this night is just trying to advise all of you, because I'm going to go off any moment from now. I'm not going to answer any call. I will answer no call this night on this platform. I will not answer any call. I just want to speak to Biafrans and make you see reason. Make you see reason why you must continue standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership that he left behind. Make you see reason why you should stop being wary of what is not important and focus on the most important things. People are dying, villages are being burnt. You leave it and they're talking about somebody who is doing his own thing. What for? What for? Mazi said anybody that want to get Biafra should go and get Biafra. If you can get Biafra for us, come and get Biafra for us. Anybody who is doing his own struggle, allow them. What I will not take is somebody to be countering others that is coming from the structure left by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I will not be here to be watching anybody who will say, come, let's go and fight. Let's go and fight who? Against who? One person fighting. Okay, now, Biafrans, let me break it down for you to understand. You see, in this struggle, DOS is like a united great brains put together. There are doctors, there are professors, engineers, technocrats. Let me just use that. Put together. Then you are now comparing one person against this great mind, more than 30 of them, more than 30 of the DOSO. You are now comparing one person. Is that, excuse me, is that not an insult? No, be juju be that. I don't think these people who are doing saga all in the name of defending DOS reason the way I'm reasoning. I don't think. Because if they do, they will actually see that they are insulting DOS by comparing DOS with only one person. Ofonye. Could you compare great minds that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave the mantle of leadership? Say, Nigeria me fa mom no ge menwu kanje kambia. E wurezi ofonye na asema ofonye chozere narazi dio Chineke la be. One day when I was in primary school and my secondary school, and my first, my classmates are watching. And my first, the little one on my school fees, I did not eat my school fees with akara. But what I cannot do here is come and be insulting somebody. As I'm speaking, they are listening and they are taking correction. Because when I gave my own counsel, they take it because they know that I am a man that knows where to hit. Ever had a quiff on the right place. And that is why I'm proudly saying that I will not allow anyone to insult DOS as a group of those that are leading us. I will not. But in the other way around, DOS are there to defend me and protect me. Because I know they have the power to do so. That is why they will issue a memo and say, so person is sacked. And so it will be. You cannot change it until Mazi is out. It is only Mazi that can reverse it. So a group of technocrats that have such power, how can you be comparing them with someone, only one person, only one Ofonye? And these men that are in DOS, I believe that 80% of them have been in this struggle for the past 5 years. One day it is if you are still fighting anybody all in the name of you are defending DOS, know you that you are slapping them on their face and bringing shame to them. Because what you are doing is not defending DOS, rather insulting them. Because if DOS is only one person, listen to me, because ability to reason is the problem of a black man. If DOS is only one person, if it is only one person, and the one person is about to take over from them, you will say, hey, this person you want to take over from DOS. That is one man. But this is a group of men and women put together. One idiot to just talk rubbish now, just block him. Just talk rubbish against DOS. I block him. You will not see this page again. If you come with another name, you talk rubbish again, I'll block you. I refuse to join force to fight anybody. For my reason, best known to me. I refuse because at the end of the day, everybody at Biafrans, we are all fighting for one cause. If anybody can go and fight and get us Biafra out of IPOB, are you not going to be happy? But what I don't want is when DOS give order, you come and you give your own order. That doesn't mean that the person want to take over, because the person cannot. Even people, let me not say person, the people cannot. It's just that few people who joined the struggle will be confused. People have died. My great warrior Ikonso died. And I keep remembering him every day. I see the heart on this platform. And each day I remember Ikonso, I weep, because this is a man that have died for you and I to live. And so many people have died as well, not just Ikonso. Moshe have died. Chinedu died. So many of them have died in this struggle. And as they are dying, they are not dying for you to come and be doing saga. No. They didn't die for you to come and be doing saga. No. They died that you may continue fighting where they stopped. They died that you may continue fighting. Mazi is coming to court tomorrow. What is your contribution towards his court case tomorrow? You are not on the ground. You are only on Facebook looking for your new leader. And that is why I condemn seriously those people who came out immediately. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. Some people came out saying, no, we need another leader to lead us. We need another leader. I say, all of you that are saying you need another leader are like the children of Israel. When Moses went to the mountain to get the tablets, the 10 Commandments, it's not long. They waited for him. They made themselves their own God. I did a program on that. And since that time, that one died. We know how to fight. If you watch how I am acting, how I am doing my program, I don't jump on any issue that is happening. No. I waited to calm down. That is how I do. And by doing so, I am correcting the errors of those that are done before me. So all of you that are thinking the other way around, it is your choice. But I want you to know that as Mazi is going to court tomorrow, don't forget that people have died in this struggle. If you know anywhere, anyhow, you can support this movement, go ahead and do that. If you're standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in truth and honesty. If you're not standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you have someone else you are seeing as your leader, follow that person with all your heart. But listen to me. All what we are fighting for is Biafra. If anybody you are following will give us Biafra, to God be it. To God be the glory. But me and my family, we are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in his absence, DOS is the highest command of the movement. So, if any member of DOS mesmerize with your brain, call the person by name, separate the person from DOS, fight the person, and deal with the person. That is how I do. I fight my own fight. Separate the person and do with the person whatever you want to do with the person. So all of you that are here thinking that I am attacking anybody, Because I made mention of Simon Ekpa. I've been talking with Simon Ekpa. Just it's been a while I stopped talking to him because I've been so much engaged with other things I'm doing. And now they are jumping out, saying all manner of nonsense. It doesn't concern me. Ekpa knows that I am not attacking him. If Ekpa does something that will warrant me to attack him, I will attack him. Serious attack. Bomba to bomba. All these people I see talking about Simon Ekpa, I have not seen attack from you guys yet. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. Because he never want to keep in a corner. Basaga. Or can say we are down so we are called. If now you they give me food, you misbehave. I talk about you. Stop giving me. Enyisnam, come on, magroge boom, mananga wage zoku. I am not fighting Ekpa, and I'm not ready to fight him until Ekpa does something that warrant me to fight him. I'm following programs. I'm watching things. I'm seeing how things is unfolding. Things that this guy have unveiled on internet. So many of these people that are attacking him cannot do it. They cannot. So many of those people that attack him cannot do it. To sort the information alone, you cannot. So why fighting? Why? Biafrans, believe you me, in this struggle, we have only two types of people. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, only 2. One is those that make things to happen. Second is those that watch things happening. Are you among those that makes things to happen? Or are you among those that are watching things happening? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself. This my program is coming very late, but I know that American people are watching. European, Asia, they are watching. And it's for a purpose. Because this message is going to them straight ahead. When people compare who DOS, that somebody want to take over from them. Some people want to take over. Take over, Gene take over. Gene take over. The president that built Aso Rock was IBB. Are you aware? It was Babangida that built Aso Rock. The architectural plan of Aso Rock was in the hand of IBB. Before the next president came to Aso Rock, IBB must hand over the architectural plan of Aso Rock that he built to them. If not, before. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who started this struggle and built this foundation, gave the architectural plan of this movement to DOS, not to another person. And they are holding it intact. So why are you worried? Why are you afraid? Why did you guys allow your inferiority complex to overwhelm you, that you begin to be afraid that one person want to take over a leadership that they were not there when the structure was built? Why the DOS themselves have been there when the foundation was built? Why? Why? Onye men koma si kene si tuo ya. Yemen kojo agwa oni men kojo. If there's anywhere your brother have done something bad, tell them. If there's any way your sisters have done something bad, tell them. And let all this jealousy, all this antagonism get out of your mind. Because when Biafra come, all of us will resign, go and sit down. Then Biafrans will choose who will lead them. For your information, if you are doing all this saga, show you yourself. Hey, you put on Facebook, you know, no. That is why some people don't believe in what I'm saying and some people does. And that is why I know that what I'm saying is actually going to the right direction. Because if I have yes member, if everybody is saying yes, it's true, I will check myself and say, oh boy, you better say don't fall enter inside gutter. If you are doing anything in life and everybody is clapping for you, stop, look back. Something is wrong. But when you're doing something in life, some people are disagreeing with you. Some people are saying you are doing it well. Some people say, That is when you will get more understanding to know from the to look for the perspective of those that say you're not doing it well, and the perspective of those that say you're doing it well, because there's a letter word, 6 and 9. If you look at 6 from the other side, it is 9. When you go the other side, it is 6. You don't know? The same thing with letter 3. If you look 3, if you write 3 now, look at it from this side. It is 3. You look it from the other side, it is M. You look at the other side again, it is W, but it is one letter. That is the power of perspection. You are looking at it from different perspective. Just write 3 now. Look at it from under, it is M. Look at it from top. Turn it upside down, it is W. Then straight and look at it, it is 3. That is how this life is. So that people doesn't believe in you, or adhere to your instruction or whatever, does not mean that you are bad. Yes. It doesn't mean that you are bad. I'm telling you the gospel truth. That somebody disagree with you does not make you a bad person. Because why one person disagree with you, there are hundreds of people that may agree with you. And stop being an OS member, follow, because 200 people are following this person. Let me join them. No, I don't do that. I rather stand alone and be right than to stand with multitude of Igwemadu and be wrong. When people were attacking me in the past, you are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his family are in the UK, you are in Nigeria, you are suffering, he is enjoying, he have this, he have that. Look at how he is enjoying himself. Look at how he has. My friends from that I was living with in Dubai, some of them were telling me all this. Today, all those my friends today are the people who are carrying the struggle on their head. When I remind them of the past, did you remember when you are trying to discourage me of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Those your discouragement moments help me to reason and look things from different perspective. I begin to look from your own side to see what is the problem that you see in this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when I look finish, I notice that you didn't see what I'm seeing. You are short-sighted, you are myopic. That is why I continued following him. On this platform, as I'm broadcasting right now, so many people that doesn't like what I'm saying are commenting against it. But I am not kicking them out. But the moment you insult DOS, I kick you out. Because they are the people that are holding the mantle of leadership. And these people who are making this rubbish comment are people who joined yesterday. And some of them doesn't even believe in Biafra. Some of them are not even Biafra at all. They are not Biafra at all. They are not even IPOB member at all. Ndị Igbo so onye mara asụ ya sụọ n'odo. Mana ị mara asụ gị mee gịnị gị sụọ n'ala. Let me go on music break. When I come back, I will start wrapping up because I've spoken to my people and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court tomorrow. Everybody that is going to Abuja tomorrow and those that have gone there, I pray that Chukwu Kebia will guide and protect all of you. This music break, after that, I will continue for some minutes before I'll bring the program to an end. But for now, we are still here. Thank you very much.
Imana nwata chọba nke ya akpọbi ya achọ mmadụ mana nke nwa ka nwa na-achọ Chukwu okike ekwe na-asụ Chukwu okike soteje na onwere ife ndị ya ga-eme ebe ka na-ebutere gị n'operation vital dancing na onwere ife ọzọ ma ga-eme maka na ọjọọ nke adịghị mma ilo ụmụ Igbo ka ije ọnụ ka anyị ọ sị na ya marọ emesịa atana ị ga-amarịrị emesịa atana ị ga-aghọta ndị ọcha achasị bute ọcha ha achasị bute nke dị ụlọ n'Igbo ike ndị jili maka iji ego welepụsi ụmụnne ba unu godu ma na-agba ụmụ Igbo ka ịchọ ọnụ ka anyị maka ịchọ n'oge anyị ụmụ Igbo ka ịchọ n'oge anyị ka ịchọba n'oge anyị ụmụ Igbo ka ịchọba n'oge anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya je politiks ka ịchọ n'oge anyị onye jizi na nwanne ya jalụ mgbana ka ịchọ n'oge anyị n'ọnụgo ka ịchọ n'oge anyị ka ịchọ n'oge anyị njem bụ njem ka anyị bụ ka anyị
Yes, I am back once again, my brothers and my sisters. If you're just joining us this evening, this morning, this afternoon, depending on your location, my name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Biafran Kembo na Biafra. Muka na bweze mwife na Biafra no wanine. Abu ibe malezoku akazo dia ezoku bondo nkembo na Biafra. Ana masinko yechi yazel ogadero na mama ne kemanori manafoma na nkwo yo me kan na yonisi unu. Asemu nko yechi yazelo nde rikano bikano gagozi unu. Nde bona nde gedege chekwa bonu. Njebe jebe unu gejelu ngana bana banu nganalu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga dike echi maka echi ada agwa agwu ihoma kan na yo. Mana ụtụtụ mana ehihie mana abalị. Rio bụ ntili aka ọ ga-abụkwa ute tọrọ n'aka Chukwu ka biko anyị na-ayọ ga-ebe ụmụ Biafra ka anyị nwere onwe n'ihi na nwere onwe ka anyị na-ayọ. Aka m bụkwa nwanne unu nwoke on this platform as they hot na so me dey talk am. Thank you very, very much for watching this program this night, this morning, this afternoon, depending on your location. Today already is 10th of November 2021, and this is my month. It's happening in my own month. My birthday is upcoming, but if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released before 21st of November, I will celebrate in a grand style. But if there's any delay that is not released on then, I will not celebrate. You can wish me happy birthday, but I will not celebrate because I cannot be celebrating while my leader is in the hands of the enemy. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, I thank you so much for listening to this program. I thank you so much for sharing. I thank you so much for joining us. Please share, and stop being afraid of the things that cannot happen, that things that never exist. Nobody can take away the leadership of IPOB from DOS. Nobody. Even 10 million of them cannot. So that is why I am not joining anybody to fight anybody that they think is fighting DOS. They are trying to take leadership from DOS. It's not done. That is my reason, and that is where I stand, and that is why I am different. I don't make job enough from Ochabambam, and I'm a second or I don't need number. Salute. I remain your brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Goes.